Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Ben, and today we have an awesome new unboxing and first impressions of the new Apple Silicon Mac Mini. So the Mac Mini I was able to pick up is the base model. So it is the 8 gig of memory, 256 gigs of SSD storage, and that all important new M1 chip. In terms of getting in the box, well, Apple keep it pretty nice, simple. It's just the clear cellophane just around the outside, which we quickly dispose of environmentally and try to recycle this. Now, obviously, as I say, in terms of the actual specs of this computer, they are the base model, and I was really intrigued to see in terms of video, photographic work, and just general use, if this Mac Mini is a return to form for a computer I really feel has, well, it's basically been unloved for probably 5 or 6 years. So in terms of what you get in the box, well, once we actually decide to get this open, you'll see that we have, well, the Mac Mini. The Mac Mini has been out for a long time and is a replacement for a desktop computer. I always loved the form factor of the Mac Mini, and getting it open and having it back in my hands after a good few years of absence is really nice. It's an incredibly well built, solid piece of aluminium. It's absolutely gorgeous. In terms of the blurb that we get, well, it just says Mac Mini, and we get one big sticker, like one huge sticker with this. And yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever read anything that's inside there. It's just warranty and just nonsense. But what else do we get in the box? Well, not really much. Yeah, we get the power cable. That's everything that you get with the Mac Mini. So there is no peripherals with this. There's no HDMI cable. There is no keyboard and mouse. That's the box. So obviously, more importantly, is what we have inside the Mac, and that is what is really important this year. One of the big things the Mac Mini used to be is user customizable. This year, obviously, everything is soldered onto that logic board. One thing that Apple have done is kept our lovely I/O ports nice and protected, and once we rip this open, this is something we don't really see on Macs anymore. Apart from the iMac that I recently reviewed this year, well, we actually have some actual I/O. So here we have the all-important HDMI 2.0, which will allow us to stream to our HDR 4K monitor. We also have 2 USB-C ports, which are Thunderbolt enabled as well, and 2 USB-A ports. As I say, we actually have ports. It's really nice to see on an Apple computer. Recording this video, I've been connecting things through USB-A, USB-C, and obviously having it connected to my LG display through HDMI. So actually looking over the form factor, it's exactly the same size as we've noticed before with the Mac Mini. It's quite incredible. They still have got this air duct at the back because we do have a fan, unlike the new MacBook Air. But what do you think about the design? Do you think we should have seen something different, or do you really still love the size of the Mac Mini? Okay, so in terms of actually setting up the device, and apologies for my terrible dancing, I was listening to some awful music, but it was actually as simple as I was hoping. I just connected this up to my monitor. It's a LG 4K UHD HDR monitor that I reviewed earlier this year, and it was really simple to plug this in and get up and running in 4K. Really impressed, but there is a little bit of a tidbit that is just coming up from when I was recording setting this up. Okay, so going through the setup, I made a little bit of a poor judgment call, and actually one of the things I realised was I don't have an Apple keyboard or a USB keyboard. When actually setting up on Big Sur, it actually didn't give me the option to connect a Bluetooth keyboard, so I couldn't actually go through the setup. But there is a handy trick. When you get to the accessibility page, if you go to press motor, it actually gives you the option to show the accessibility keyboard, which then gives you a virtual keyboard. So you can actually set up your Mac without having to use Apple's keyboards or a USB keyboard. Hopefully that's helpful. Thanks, Ben. Thanks for that tidbit. And yeah, so obviously the most important thing really is the performance of this computer. What was it like to use? In terms of the M1 chip, both the MacBook Air and the Mac Mini that I've been testing and using are absolutely insane. In terms of the actual CPU performance of this computer, I cannot believe that this is Apple's first attempt and their cheapest computer. Now, I'm going to be honest, I did notice a few bottlenecks, and it was mainly actually down to the RAM. This has only got 8 gig, and it's pretty much using 6 gig all the time using any applications. Having unsupported apps which are run on the Intel side, like Chrome, absolutely just destroyed the RAM of this computer. So when I was trying to export using Final Cut Pro, I actually had Chrome kind of accidentally on in the background, and it just bottlenecked it. As soon as I got that undone and kind of closed down, Final Cut was rapid, and I can't believe how much better this is than my 2015 top-end 15-inch MacBook Pro. It all did this while being completely silent. It's just been sat at the side of my desk, not making a noise. I genuinely am shocked at how good this computer is. I can't wait to use this for another couple of weeks and really get to use and push the computer as much as I can. The big thing for me is obviously for you to get the most out of these reviews as well. And what do you want to know? What are the performance elements that you're wanting to know? Do you want me to do benchmarks? Do you want me to use certain apps? Please let me know in the comments below. It is all important, and I can make a better review for you in just over a week's time. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and quick first impressions of the new Mac Mini and M1 chip in general. Hope you enjoyed the video, and bye for now. See you in the next one.